up, guys? So I just made breakfast, as you guys saw. I have currently 3 eggs. It's the usual 3 eggs, 200 grams of egg whites. I did 25 grams of cheese, 2 pieces of turkey bacon, and a bagel, totaling up to about 780 calories. Here it is again if you guys want to see it. But today I have lower on the menu. I thought I had upper for some reason. I have lower on the menu. So it is a Thursday. I'm excited for that. Definitely gonna most excited for the pendulum pro squat again, which is the adjustable resistance profile like squat pattern that I do. That is so peak, and hopefully I don't think my seatbelt's broken, but the adductor is still broken. So gonna have to do isometrics. I might actually record it today because it's kind of funny, but yeah, I'll do that. Currently right now it's about 9:30 in the morning. I finished my fasted cardio. Woke up around 8:30 because today's an off day from my classes, but I do have a bunch of homework and a bunch of exams coming up. I have an exam tomorrow. I might record a day in the life tomorrow, which is a Friday. I have 5 classes on that day, or 4. So it's a pretty jam-packed day, and I have an exam. So CNS fatigue through the roof. But anyways, yeah, like I said, I'm literally just checking my email. I have a call for a potential internship. I'm in the Matrix. With someone I worked with last summer, so just like a check-in, a mentorship thing. So they're gonna do that. Then I'll probably just chill, bang out some homework, then go hit lower. I'm sure I'll record in the meantime, but I'll see you guys. Already just finished up the call. The comp sci or like software engineering or just like any tech job industry right now, it's so saturated, so cooked. AI is cooking us. We're doomed. So this better work out. This fitness account. But anyways, yeah. So I just finished it. I'm now gonna do some homework. I have an exam tomorrow. So definitely gonna study. I also have to do some like business analytics homework and then like software engineering. So I'm gonna be jam-packed with homework until I hit lower. So I'll see you guys when I'm making my pre-workout meal. Alrighty, studying didn't go too well. Studied for a little bit, did some homework, but I'm watching Bro play Rocket League right now. We're both so buns, it's so funny. He just actually put in a thing to forfeit, but making my pre-workout meal while I do this. My hair is whack. Gotta hit lower, so excited for that for sure. But yeah, I'll see you guys at the gym. Alrighty, on the way to the gym now. About to leave the parking lot. Gonna take some bucked up non-stim. Already had 2 cups of black coffee this morning. So no need for a stimulant pre. Gonna down this with a Rice Krispie treat. I had my pre-workout meal like 30 minutes ago, 40 minutes ago. And the drive from the gym is about 15 minutes. So perfect timing for carbs. Let's go hit this lift. Cue the music.
Life is beautiful and there's a lot going on, but like there's been so many changes in my life recently, especially like from the retirement of competing and like how much purpose and passion I had from such a sole goal to like pulling away from that to then like the change in like what also was a big part of my life, which is social media. And then also now having like a child, which is like the most beautiful thing ever, but also takes away your free time. And then we go on a trip and we literally didn't sleep on the trip. Like I was so tired and I don't sleep very well. I don't know if I've complained about that enough on my YouTube probably, but like when I don't sleep, when I sleep even worse than I normally do, my body just like shuts down and I really lose like a lot of like mental drive and like I don't know if it's like the dopamine or just too high of cortisol. Like even my memory has been off, like recollection of words has been falling off. And I got back from our trip and the night before going in the office I was like up, anxious, thinking. I was like, I just took 2 weeks off, 3 weeks off, and now I'm coming back and I have all this shit I have to do. I'm behind on this, I haven't worked out, I haven't done this, I have to do this, I have to film, I have to fucking do all these things. And I was just up thinking and anxious, and then I slept worse. And then the next night Bradley was up all night because she was sick and I slept worse again, and I'm just like, it builds up over time. So all this to say pretty much, I still am fucking very human, and having less of a concrete goal of like the Olympia, I feel like I've like lost a lot of like drive and passion right now. It's honestly been challenging for me to like show up and like perform for like YouTube, or show up to work and do everything I need to do, go to trips and meet people and do the things and all that stuff when I'm not feeling like my best self. You know, it's one thing if I'm like feeling shitty and I can just like sit at home alone, but like there's a lot of front facing things I have to do to like perform. And sometimes that even sucks the life even more out of me. So I don't really have an answer for how to solve this if you guys are going through that, but people who are like going through moments of feeling like they have less drive and less passion for their life, you're not alone. I'm in the exact same position right now. All I can say that I've done in the past, I'm trying to do right now, is figure out what I need, like what my personal like soul needs to make myself feel better. And I know it's sleep, it's consistency, it's routine, it's healthy food. And I feel like when people fall off and they're not sleeping, they feel shitty, you're more likely to like binge TikTok and Instagram and eat shitty food because you just want to like find good comfort in other places, but that just drives you even farther down. The people who are actually able to pull themselves out of these slumps are the one who, when they least feel like it, they can still show up to the gym and crush a leg day. They're still going home and eating healthy rather than shitty food. They're staying off their phone. They're going to bed when they can, like doing all the things that make you feel better. So I'm trying to control all the little things that I can in my life right now. It's a season where there's a lot going on. There's a season where I have no free time to myself because I have a baby and businesses and content and things I got to do, and it is what it is. So just kind of doing the little things I can to take care of what I need, whether it's like a moment alone, a sauna, reading a book that I'm like passionate about instead of going on my phone, driving my car instead of needing to listen to an audiobook, listening to some music and rolling the windows down and just having a moment to relax, because that drive home is my only moment alone that I have. So the little things that help, hopefully they help. And then over time, you come out of your slump. It's just a season of life. You're not always going to be going up. Sometimes you're just fucking trudging through mud and sand and muck and all that stuff. So kind of where I'm at right now. But it's like that.
Alrighty. So that was the lower day complete. Great lower day, honestly. I don't really have much to say about it, rather than it was pretty much a very successful lower day. Hold on, I have to lock in here to reverse. But it was a very successful lower day. And what I mean by successful is that I progressed very well on certain movements. My seatbelt worked today, which I was very happy about. I actually recorded I don't know if this lighting's hold up. Oh, I actually recorded the adductor isometrics, which was kind of funny. But some highlights of the session was the pendulum squat pro. I was really nervous. I might include the clip I said right before. I was really nervous before the set, and because honestly on the warm-ups I didn't feel that great. It felt very, and this is going to lead into the topic that I'm going to talk about, but it felt very like heavy, and I just didn't really feel motivated to push as much weight as I've ever done. So I just slapped on a 2.5 each side. Very negligible difference for the total percentage of weight, but I ended up going up a rep and added more weight. So that is ideal because we added weight and we added reps. Obviously that's not the only form of progression, but it is like one of the most deciding and clear factors of progression. So I'm really happy about that. Leg extensions went up a rep, kept the same weight. I'm almost stacking at single leg, which is kind of nice. My form's pretty good. I honestly don't go crazy and I dead stop, but I don't like slam it down. I try to keep my hips relatively on the pad to avoid hip movement during the leg extensions, like hip thrust it. The seat belt is always there to help, just in case I like completely fly out of the seat. Yeah, so overall a great session. Super excited for the progressions to come, because I still have a while left at this gym before I go back home, which is in May. But anyways, today is going to be a topic of, this relates, like I said, about the pendulum squat pro, doing what you have to, not doing what you want to. So what I mean by this is doing when you don't want to do something, but you have to do it, you just got to get it done. There's discipline that comes into that. And there's a lot of things that come into that. You can't wait for the perfect timing. So I have two examples. All right. One's a metaphor. One's actually like an anecdotal thing, right? So let's start with the metaphor. So imagine, if any of you guys watch Vinland Saga, imagine you're trying to go to Vinland, right? And you're crossing an ocean, right? Because you have to go far to Vinland. You're taking like a boat or whatever. Some people will only wait for when the weather's perfect to actually start sailing. They'll rather just they'll dock or whatever. They'll stop at a nearby location. But those who endure the storm will get to their destination much faster, and they will actually learn more experiences than those who just wait for the perfect conditions. So when you don't want to do something, that's when you need to do it the most, because that not only teaches your self-character, builds discipline, but it also will get you to your goal quicker as a byproduct of that. And I think it's so important to every morning to do something that you don't want to do. So necessarily, I don't really want to do fasted cardio in the morning, but I don't even check my phone, because in bed, if you are someone that wakes up and checks their phone as soon as you wake up, that is the worst thing that you could do, because you're going to get caught in a loophole and you're going to be scrolling for an hour, upwards of an hour or two, and it just wastes your day, right? But why not do that on the treadmill and be able to complete something productive while doom scrolling, checking your notifications, checking your emails, etc. That is the way I look at things. You can't just simply be lazy. You have to try to find a productive way to be lazy. There you go. Also, that productivity kind of snowballs into a more productive day overall, where you're more motivated and more inclined to be productive. I know if I just wake up and sit on my phone for an hour, I'm not going to want to do anything after that. But if I do fasted cardio, again, I can check my phone while doing fasted cardio, post a TikTok, feel like I did something and accomplished something within the first 30 minutes of the day, then I'm going to be more inclined to stay productive throughout that day. Now, the other example, so doing things when you don't want to do them, right? So I have a story. All right. So during finals week, right? You're slammed. I have a Rice Krispie here. I might eat it soon. But I was slammed with studying. If you data structures, computer science, my professor Blue, we had to code everything on paper. I was slammed with that. And we had an exam on a Sunday night, right? So Sunday I'm scheduled to hit upper. We have an exam on a Sunday night, 7 to 10 p.m. 7 to 10 p.m. Right? So I'm studying all day, trying to get a good grade. I was on the brink of getting an A-, so I locked in. I was on the brink of getting a B+ from a B. That class was awful. The professor rarely hands out A's, I feel like. So I was locked in for that. Ended up doing as well as I could on the final. I don't know what I got. It was like 100. The final was like 13 pages long. It was a 3-hour exam, 7 to 10 p.m. Anyways, it's not the important part. But do you know what I did after that final? I was burnt out. I was tired. I was so fatigued from studying. I didn't hit upper though because I had to study the entire day. I went at 10:30 p.m. and hit upper. It's on my LONGOLIFTS TikTok if you find it. And I thought to myself, I have two choices here. I could either be lazy and do what a normal person would do and just sit at home, take the night off, don't really care. Honestly, it's one day, it's not gonna kill you. But instead, I drove my ass to the gym and I hit upper from 10:30 to 12 at night. Obviously, it was like me and one other person there, but that's the discipline and the desire you need to be successful at your passions. Like bodybuilding and fitness is my passion. And if I were to just simply skip a night, it's not gonna be the end of the world, but you feel good after you know that you have the ability to stick to something despite all the other circumstances around you. You have to be able to have thick skin and do, this person's about to crash into me. You have to have thick skin, suck things up, and just do what you got to do. Don't complain to others. Just do it. Suck it up and do it. That is the most important part of your character development, of you as a person, is being able to stay disciplined to your goals no matter the circumstances. Of course, it's 10:30 p.m. I'm tired. I just took a 3-hour exam. I didn't want to eat oats and then go to the gym. I was completely fried, like fatigued out of my mind. But I still did it anyways, and I ended up progressing on movements. Progress doesn't stop for nobody. Of course, it's not straight up, but you could do everything you can in your power to keep progress going in a positive fashion. And the ultimate example of this, in a month from now, I'm cracking open the Rice Krispie. In a month from now, I'm going to be cutting. So that means I'm going to be in a deficit, right? I'm sure by June, it'll be a pretty steep deficit since I do want to get pretty lean. But am I going to want to binge and eat crumble cookie? Probably 100% by then. Right now, I have no desire to, since I've been in a steady surplus, a little bit above maintenance. I'm literally eating a Rice Krispie right now. That is a prime example of how you have to stay disciplined to things even when you don't want to. So remember this. I'm going to end it now. It is so important to do the things that you don't want to do, but you need to do, and you know that deep down you need to do, because that will build character, that will, as a result, build discipline, and you'll honestly be proud of yourself looking back and saying, hey, I did that despite not wanting to. I didn't cheat on my diet, even though I wanted to, and look where I am now. I went to the gym at 11 p.m. at night, even though I didn't want to, and look at the progress I've made. It still builds character, even though if it's one day, one night, it compounds into a character development, and you will find yourself being much more productive, feeling much better about yourself, all because you do what you need to do and not what you want to.
Alrighty, post-workout meal. Trenches, turkey bacon, chicken, rice, guac. It's actually trenches. Alrighty guys, just in my second round of cardio. We're officially at 10,000 steps for the day. Always the days I don't have classes or I have minimal classes, it's pretty hard to get my steps in, because I'm not just doing it like without thinking about it, but not hard, but just I have to be on the treadmill more. So finish that up. Super stoked about that. Now I got to study for an exam, and then probably hop on Rocket League tonight, but I'm sure I'll record an outro.
Alrighty, so that's going to be it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Not sure how long this one is. If it's on the shorter side, my hair's... Okay, there we go. My hair was bugging, but not sure if it's going to be on the shorter side or not, but it's whatever. We still got it out there. Currently about a study, so that'll be fun, I guess. But otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed. Gympin code LONGOLIFTS, tap in. The Amazon ones suck. Then the bucked up code is LONGO1. Use their non-sim today. I think I recorded a clip of that. Also, their apparel's very good. I actually have some clothes from them. Their pump covers are very large, so size down. I bought an extra large, and I'm normally a 2X, and it's still big on me. It goes down to like my elbows, so that's nice. But Otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed. Tap into the Science Based Living Discord. I'm about to post my training log from there, so tap into that. The link is always in the description, or you can find it on my TikToks all over the place. So hope you guys enjoyed.